Hello everyone and welcome to our show, Mac Talk, the show that defines the future of technology. In today's episode, we will discuss the background and history of Apple Incorporation with all our special guests. So without further ado, Haniza, could you explain why Apple decided to move away from Intel and how Apple subsequently developed its own chip architecture known as Apple Silicon?
Thank you, Umar. Apple's decision to move away from Intel was motivated by the need for greater architecture, control and efficiency optimization. Intel processors were designed as general purpose solution which limited Apple's ability to fully optimize macOS performance, power consumption, and thermal behavior. To address this, Apple intensified its in-house silicon strategy, scaling the Apple Silicon architecture from M1 to more advanced variants such as M1 Pro, M1 Max, and M2. This processor integrates CPU, GPU, unified memory, and AI accelerators into a single system-on-a-chip design, enabling more efficient data movement and system-level optimization.
Alright. From this discussion, it is evident that Apple transitioned away from Intel and the development of Apple Silicon were part of a single, coherent technological journey focused on architectural control, efficiency, and long-term innovation. So we move on to the next question. Intan, from a strategic and industry perspective, how significant is Apple's move to develop its own chips?
Apple's shift to custom silicon represents a major strategic transformation. IEEE Spectrum industry reviews emphasize that Apple achieved full vertical integration, controlling hardware, software, and silicon, which strengthened its competitive position and reduced supplier dependency. This strategic model allows Apple to innovate faster and align product roadmaps more effectively. Furthermore, Apple Silicon challenged the long-standing assumptions that high-performance personal computing must rely on x86 architectures. Its success demonstrated that custom ARM-based processors can outperform general-purpose CPUs in efficiency-critical environments, influencing broader industry thinking on CPU design.
Wow! Thank you, Intan, for the explanation. From this discussion, Apple Silicon can be viewed as both a technological and strategic shift that redefine industry competition and silicon design priorities. Next, Alif, as a long-time Apple user, how has the transition to Apple Silicon affected your real-world experience using Mac computers?
So thank you to Umar, our moderator. So from a user perspective, the transition to Apple Silicon significantly changed how Mac computers are experienced in everyday use. Since 2021, independent technical evaluations and professional reviewers have consistently shown that Apple Silicon Macs deliver faster performance while consuming less power compared to Intel-based systems. One of the most noticeable changes is in battery efficiency. Users can perform intensive tasks while maintaining a longer battery life. This improvement is directly linked to Apple Silicon's performance per watt optimization and unified memory architecture.
Thank you, Alif. What an unbelievable experience using Mac computers. So, based on Alif's experience, Apple Silicon demonstrates how deep architectural decisions translate into tangible improvements in efficiency, usability, and overall computing experience. So, Rafaela, How does Apple chip development journey align with Industrial Revolution 4.0?
Thank you, Mark. Apple chip development journey aligns with Industry Revolution 4.0, which focuses on intelligence system automations and efficient data processing. IR 4.0 or Industrial Revolutions 4.0 require computing architectures that can support artificial intelligence and real-time analytics with low energy consumption. Recent research further indicates that Apple Silicon's performance efficiently in machine learning and in optimizations workloads while using less power than conventional architecture, making it suitable for smart and automatic system emphasized in IR 4.0.
That's a strong point, Rafaela. This explanation shows that Apple Silicon supports Industrial Revolution 4.0 by enabling intelligent, integrated, and energy-efficient computing system. Alright, so that's all from our episode. Thank you to all our panelists and also listeners. But before that, don't forget to watch our next episode where we are going to discuss about the evolution of MacBook chips. So I think that's all from us. So that's all. Thank you. See you next episode. Bye.